Live your passion.
You can be anything you want. You can achieve it if you just believe. Take you to a place you can be your true self. Live your passion. Live your passion, yeah.
Freight handlers supervise the loading and unloading of all cargo consignments and as such play an important role in the cutthroat but exciting transportation and logistics sector. Meet Johannes Mukundja, a seasoned freight handler employed by Woker Freight Services as an air freight aviation supervisor. This is his story. Born at the Onaputa village near Ondangwa in Oshana, Johannes attended Onaputa Combined School up to grade 9, whereafter he enrolled at the Orono Senior Secondary School, matriculating in 1993. Growing up, the radio was Johannes's closest companion, and he cherished dreams of joining the NBC as a radio announcer.
I wanted to work for NBC. You know the reason? It was the inspiration caused by the advertisement was made there. For example, the Oshuamba service there, the guy who read the news there, that time they were young, so I also want, then it's my name, it's me there on the radio. But unfortunately that was not happened to me because I even do a few applications, but none of them was success.
With his dreams of joining the national broadcaster going down in flames, Johannes set off for Walvis Bay. Lady Luck was on his side, and not long after arriving in the harbour town, he landed permanent employment at Namibia Ship Chandler as an imports and exports consultant.
I don't regret for this one because I can tell you on logistics, every day you learn a new thing. You communicate with the people, new people. Either by face-to-face, you meet them, or via the phone or the email. Every day, you have to learn the new things. The new things come up. So therefore, I didn't regret to be an aviation supervisor. The agriculture, they send their production, crop production overseas, let me say to Europe, South Africa, everywhere. So by doing so, they have to use the logistic point. So where they need us to do clearing for them, apply, to inform them on what document they require in order to move that cargo. The best option to choose, the best transport to choose is in the air freight, road freight or sea freight, which one is the best for, depending on the nature of the shipment.
Johannes soon started to excel in his work. Honing his skills and getting to know the intricacies and complexities of the logistics sector, he soon was grabbed up by Woker Freight Services, who learned in local industry circles about this motivated freight handler so driven by a desire to succeed and to always render quality client service.
Johannes is our air freight aviation supervisor, which means he does all the critical and non-critical cargo spare parts for aeroplanes for various clients here in Namibia. Well, it entails picking up cargo all over the world, bringing it in. Sometimes it needs to go very quickly. Sometimes it can go with routine air freight. Sometimes it's very big, like engines. Sometimes it's small, sometimes it's big. We've got dangerous cargo that needs to come in. We've got general cargo that needs to come in. And it comes from all sides of the earth, sometimes USA, sometimes UK, sometimes from China. So yes, it's quite intense. What makes it quite fun is the time zones. So it means sometimes Mr. Joe wakes up and sleeps not in our normal times. Because when he has a pickup in China, which is say 9 hours in front of us, and then he needs to do a delivery in America, which is 9 hours behind us. So no sleep for Mr. Johannes.
In logistics, our day-to-day work is always almost the same, even though just only different by the nature of shipment. You pick up, where you pick up the cargo, where you deliver the cargo, and on which payment term of that shipment. That's all the things we look about. So because not all the shipment you pick up from A, then you deliver. Maybe you pick up, you just only send up to the airport, or you pick up at the airport, then you deliver to the client. So our daily work is to arrange for correction for our currency shipment, do clearing for the shipment, do on import and export shipment. We also arrange. We also have the responsibility as a middleman between the client and the custom. We facilitate there. So if anything on that shipment is as a freight forward, you are the middleman. You solve the problem on behalf of the client. If the custom having a query come to you, then you go to the client. Then that is all our responsibility. Make sure the cargo is moving as per instruction from the client.
The transportation of goods and cargo value chain is a complex process, often requiring meticulous planning and coordination to ensure delivery. As a seasoned logistics expert, Johannes is very familiar with the challenges that arise from time to time.
As at the airport, you can see them. So there's a lot of aircraft there. They are standing there, doing business, bringing the people here, tourists. That is one of them. Now, what happens if that aircraft grounding in the window? So then they need to come to us. They want to bring in the parts, aircraft parts. We bring aircraft fix. They fly out the passengers. They bring again the new tourists. So that is all the growth we contributed by logistics. Medical equipment. If you fail to deliver that medical equipment on time, then that's a big problem.
Although Johannes's work is not always smooth sailing, he ticks all the boxes in dealing with the pressures generated by delayed deliveries and frustrated clients.
The client want the shipment now, but the shipment is still with a origin, which will give us a big problem now. We don't know even how to tell the client, obviously, because that's a big problem. The other one also, the airline also. We have different shipments, nature. Where we have a general cargo shipment like a chest, we have a cargo hazard shipment, which is a big problem. You can even book the shipment, the airline can accept it, they can tell you cargo will departure today or tomorrow. Upon the departure date, you will receive the email your cargo didn't departure because of the document is not correct, or the size of the shipment is too big, or the aircraft is full, has overloaded. That's all the challenge we always having.
Somebody like Johannes, who dedicates not only his work life but also his personal life, because as said, the airplane won't give you notice when there's problems. So he dedicates quite a lot of his time, and he needs to be reachable, and he needs to, as said, you know, the time zones, it gets very stressful. And you've worked with Mr. Joe. He's always happy-go-lucky, and you know, the stress sometimes from the client side is very high, and to just manage that on a professional, very adequate way you can't say anything more. It's got no value to it.
Live your passion.
Anything you want, you can achieve it if you just believe. Take it to a place you can be your true self. Live your passion. Live your passion, yeah.
Namibia's transportation and logistics sector is growing fast and opportunities are abound for competent and skilled freight handlers. Johannes appreciates that personalized and well-executed logistics leads to stronger client relations and loyalty. That when you deliver in a proficient manner, your work not only brings in immediate monetary gain, but ensures long-term business.
If I given a shipment from the client, I wanted that shipment, I wanted to have a full ownership of the shipment. That means the client have to tell me where is the shipment. Then I have to arrange myself to pick up the shipment, and I have to bring up to the client's door. That one is 100% good because you have a power to handle that shipment, because you can monitor the shipment. You can know my shipment is here now, it's departed on the second airport, it's now on the third airport, now it's on the way. I expect the shipment to be in Windhoek today. That is one of the things I enjoy a lot.
Recognizing the transportation and logistics sector's potential to attract and employ more aptly talented youth, Johannes goes out of his way in encouraging young Namibians to enter this exciting line of work.
There's lots of opportunities in this field. If you've got a ability to coordinate and to organize things, then I would definitely recommend to go and search what are the availabilities. There's quite a lot that is locally available for studying now. But maybe just get your feet wet, see if that adrenaline rush tickles you. And the agents that give apprenticeships, but I can warn you, once it bites you, it bites you. You can't get out of the trade again, because it's never the same. Every day you've got new challenges. The problems, they're not routine.
Young generations, what I want to say to them, those who want to take this field, I want them to be committed, dedicated to their work, must learn as soon as possible, and they must not choose which client they want to handle or which shipment they want to handle, and which time they want to start and which time they want to end. Because logistics is something I always like to make a joke is, in logistics there's no lunch. Because you can sit, eat, then come a call. You have to answer it.
Johannes has faith in the future, not only in terms of his own plans to grow, but in terms of what it holds for Namibia's transportation and logistics sector as well.
I want to see if I can grow the aviation department. Yeah. We start with a small, we have a few now, and we see there is a lot of aircraft always come in Namibia and going in. Then most of the time if they have a problem, then they can come to us. So what we do, or what we plan, we go see that people when they come. Qatar come to Namibia, we see them, we introduce ourselves to them, so then they know when they need the help, they come to us. So on that way, will also help us to grow our department if we have a lot of aircraft which is coming in and out. Same also, as I say, we also do outside of Namibia. We move the cargo, even an aircraft engine from Johannesburg to USA. You can move from Belgium to USA, Frankfurt to Johannesburg, anywhere in the world. So we do that. So then that's why we want to keep it and grow. But in general, everyone in us in logistics, we want to make it a big business. Yeah, we want to work there. We want to grow it. And when even we go, we retire or we die, the future generation will take over. Then we run further.
Live your passion.
You can be anything you want. You can achieve it if you just believe. Take you to a place you can be your true self. Live your passion. live your passion, yeah.
Away from the office, Johannes enjoys spending time with family and friends. However, he never loses sight of the cell phone because a client might just require his assistance and he has to be available.
I welcome you to my house. So here meet my wife, Mukundja. She's always my support. And I need the help. She is number one always. It's my first son, Forrest. His last daughter, Deutara, and the third son.
Some they say that Mukundja, so he's my husband. This man next to me is my, let me say, he's my best friend. Without him, I'm nothing. I cannot afford to lose him.
I always miss them. Because you see, if we go back to our work, we have the work which non-stop. So even now I will go back. So always sometimes you can miss them, like yesterday or Monday I come here, 10 o'clock they were sleeping, then in the morning they come and say, oh Daddy, we miss you, we didn't see you yesterday.
He's a cool type of dad. Like, there's one you can relate to. You know, sometimes we're afraid of our fathers. We're more close to our mothers. But most of the time I talk to you more than I talk to my mom, which is kind of a big deal for my mom. Because she'll be like, oh, you're telling your dad stuff and you're not telling me anything. So yeah, he's really cool.
So most of the time Daddy knows more than me.
He makes it easy to communicate.
My father is a fun person. He likes making jokes. He spends time with us a lot and he's just the best. He's the best.
Bye-bye.
Johannes Mukundja, sensible, confident and customer-oriented. His drive to succeed in a cutthroat service environment continues to propel him to greater heights. His story teaches us that customer service is not so much about what we do, but more about how we do it. That he who serves best often profits the most. He is working his dream. He is living his passion.
You can achieve it if you just believe. Take you to a place you can be your true self. Live your passion, yeah.